Welcome back to Suladan Place, Star Wars, the Old Republic. Last time we dealt with the White Maw. Now we're back on the ship, which means I gotta talk to everybody.
With the highest level of service is my
I'm gonna
greatest
hold
pleasure,
off on
Master.
Canderous
And I am
there.
not just programmed to say that.
Let's go deal with... Not that way. I keep thinking that's downstairs. That's the exit. I like T7's quests, don't get me wrong. I just, occasionally, there is technical difficulties with me and the voice modulator stuff. And when I have to deal with that, it, like, reminds me of that. So I greatly enjoy dealing with T7. Oh, he doesn't have a quest right now. Usually he has quest after everything. But if you see any hesitance there, it's just me remembering the trouble I have with the stuff. Basically, the voice mod software that I'm using isn't really designed to send a recording into it. It's made for live stuff, which means I have to deal with audio input stuff to try to feed a recording back into the computer as an input. And it's annoying. It's just an extra step of frustration that for some reason doesn't always want to work. So, anyway, Doc, what's up? Right click. Doc!
Life of a combat medic. Long hours, grueling work. Patients bleeding all over your nice clothes. I'm not complaining. Nothing beats the look of gratitude from someone whose life you just saved. But it gets distracting when beautiful patients fall in love with you. I mean, lots of ethical dilemmas, you know.
Does that happen a lot?
How often do combat medics meet beautiful women?
Why do you think I took the job? I figured Jedi have the same problem. You must have admirers lined up from one end of the galaxy to the other.
Not really. You'd think so.
I haven't had anyone throwing themselves at me.
Remember, it's quality, not quantity. Unless you have a lot. Just imagine how popular we'll be after we knock the Sith Empire into a black hole. If I were you, I'd get some extra sleep now.
Okay. What's up, Doc?
You can get along without me for a bit, right? Need to pop over to Alderaan. Old friend of mine there got kidnapped by gangsters. They'll kill her if I don't deliver the spice they paid me for.
Shouldn't you be more upset?
How can you be so casual about this? Your friend is in terrible danger.
Why worry? Old Doc's got everything under control. A couple of years back, I scammed this gang for a bulk load of credits. Spent everything to set up a refugee hospital on Alderaan. My friend is the head doctor there. I guess the gangsters finally figured out where all the money went.
And now they want it back.
They're holding your friend hostage until you give them their credits. Or the spice.
I'm going undercover for Republic Customs. Once I deliver the spice and free my friend, the good guys swoop in. Gangsters go to prison and my friend gets your hospital back. Whole plan's foolproof. Won't take any time at all.
I should go with you.
This sounds too dangerous for you to handle alone. I should come.
I can take care of these laser brains, pal. You keep the Sith busy until I get back, all right? Those gangsters were smarter than I thought. But the Republic hostage negotiators talked them out of killing me. They were really something.
How's your friend?
I assume the woman you went to save also survived.
Old Doc never lets down a lady in distress. My friend got away clean. We never got a chance to catch up, but, hey, that's her on the holo. Probably wants to say thanks. Hey, pretend you work for me, all right? You look terrific, Prudy. Have you lost weight? Love the new hairstyle.
2 years without so much as a hollow, and that's all you can say. You abandoned me at our wedding.
You two are married?
Doc, is this woman your wife?
We're just good friends. She's a little confused, that's all.
I thought you loved me. You said all those wonderful things on Ord Mantell.
Prudy, sweetheart. Those were sweet nothings. You should never take those at face value.
My parents flew all the way from Coruscant for a wedding that never happened. You loathsome cad. I wish I'd never met you.
Whatever happened before, Doc risked his life to save you.
I'd never have been kidnapped if it wasn't for him.
Look on the bright side, Prudy. You still have that hospital I bought you.
The gangsters burned it to the ground.
She still loves me.
Okay.
Those gangsters on Alderaan brought back some great memories. Oh, they used to call me Doc Operator back in the day. I was the go-to guy for everything medical. Trauma kits, surgical droids, hospitals, you name it, and I could get it. One time, this hut was hoarding med packs after a massive groundquake, selling them at an obscene markup. I tricked Mandalorians into attacking his palace.
You're lucky to be alive.
Pitting Mandalorians against a hut? You enjoy living dangerously, Doc.
Please. I risk more walking down the street with you. I forged a death mark signed by the Hutt against the Mandalorian clan. They, accidentally found it with a little help from yours truly. The Mandalorians attacked the Hutt palace in record time. By sheer coincidence, I was there to sweep in and clear out the Hutt's med packs.
That's terrible.
You deliberately caused unnecessary deaths. Regardless of your goals, that was wrong.
Come on. A greedy Hutt and some bloodthirsty Mandalorians? Like the galaxy needs more of those.
Slippery slope, friend.
Thanks to an anonymous donor, every hospital in the disaster zone received supplies to treat their patients. Saved thousands of lives. That was small time compared to what we're doing. When we save the galaxy, I'm not staying anonymous.
The problem isn't so much with that specific instance, it's when you start using that kind of logic to convince yourself that what you're doing is okay, it can be easy to take baby steps further and further and further until eventually you're doing things that aren't so good. And there are some situations that are far more ambiguous than that. Doc, why do you have so many questions
We've
today?
got to get off this ship and do something besides beat up bad guys. Don't get me wrong, that's important, but it wouldn't kill us to go out and socialize a bit.
Socializing
I
with
know
you.
all the best clubs. I'll show you around, make some introductions. Never know who you might meet. It'll be fun.
We have a galaxy to save.
When the Sith Empire is finally defeated, I'll be able to relax.
You can't put a conditional like that on your life. What happens if we all die or get really old and boring before then? You keep saying no all you want, but old Doc's not going to stop asking. Might as well give in and live a little, right?
His face went back to just deadpan a little too quick there. Still cool, though. The influence gain, I actually went up despite him disapproving. That's funny. Okay, where were we? Okay, that's that. She's got... Okay, now I talk to you. What's up, bud?
Master Jedi, the defeat of the Sith Empire is easily the most ambitious mission I've ever been given. In fact, the odds of surviving a battle against the Emperor himself are almost zero. I'm looking forward to this more than any other assignment I have ever had.
I'm sure you'll be useful.
We're gonna need everything we've got to defeat the Emperor.
Understood, Master Jedi. Victory or death. If I may say so, the Jedi Order's discipline, self-sacrifice, and devotion to duty are a model for all citizens. It will be an honor to serve with you.
One minor criticism. Everywhere else it just says Sergeant Rusk, but when you get an influence gain, it's Sergeant Fidelton Rusk. And I'm just like, consistency. Also, that makes it so long. Influence gain. Yay. Kira, go back out there and do stuff.
See you when I have something.
I heard you say that. From far away. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. You're going back out, bud.
You deserve nothing less than the highest possible quality,
I'm
Master.
going to send you there. Thank you. Anyway, where were we going now? Quest. Wait, quest. I'm not going to deal with more starship quests. Those are apparently requiring more ship stats than I have. Crystal ball. Elam. To Elam! The button didn't send me to Elam, Kira. You're not Kreia, don't worry. If you become Kreia, we're gonna have a problem. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Descent. Sure. I know what we're doing there, but we're gonna go. It's free. Cost 0. Why can't airfare be like that? Speaking of which, plane tickets be expensive for the amount of stuff they nickel and dime you over. Like, you don't even get a free checked bag anymore. You have to pay for the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi doesn't work when you're over the ocean anyway. I mean, at least they're upfront with you about that. They, like, tell you on the international flight, like, yeah, once we get over the ocean, the Wi-Fi is cutting out, but, you know, if you want to pay $10 a flight for it, sure, but it's like, dude, it was multi-thousands of dollars for the ticket. You couldn't dish out for the $10 Wi-Fi and just have it be part of the package? That's just weird to me. Same with the luggage. And the cramped conditions. I know I'm tall and all, but my goodness, legroom should not come at such a premium. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars more just to have a more legroom. Not that tiny bit of legroom. Just random notions. No guild controls this sector. What happens if I jump? Jump. Jump. Well, my day has been inconvenienced mildly. Mild inconvenience, I say. Disallowing me to jump. Well, disallowing me to jump over the handrail to presumably my demise. Jumping was easily allowed because I'm jumping right now. I want HK-47 back. And Jolie. Jolie has Uncle Oswidge's voice actor from Dave the Barbarian, and that made me so happy. And he says many Uncle Oswidge things. HK-47 is just delightful by being HK-47. At least I got not Canderous. I miss Canderous. One thing that worries me if they ever do remake KOTOR is that Canderous's voice actor is no longer with us. So you either, like, I guess you could pull an Oblivion and keep all the original voice lines, which would be fine. What in the name of all that is whole? Oh, that's a person. From the front, I thought it was some kind of mutant fly creature, and that was its proboscis, and I was just being very confused. I assume what they would do is like they've done with the Oblivion remake, which I haven't played yet, but they kept the original voice lines and then expanded on others, which would work. But if you're going to then expand on the various companions, then that would be complicated when it comes to ones who have deceased, unless you can find a voice impersonator that gets close enough that you won't notice the difference. But, you know, we'll see how that goes, if that ever goes.
Welcome back, friend. We've made astounding progress thanks to you.
Analysis of the Hoth data has laid bare the entire defense grid of the Emperor's fortress. There are weaknesses we can exploit.
Even better, we understand how the cloaking device protects the fortress. We've just jury-rigged a scanner that sees through it.
At last, the Emperor is within our reach.
Also random, but I was always under the impression that it was jerry-rigged, like Jerry rigged it up, like the name Jerry. It's weird to me when I see it written down and remember that it's jury-rigged and that I keep forgetting to look up the origin of that term. Anyway, the Force is with us.
This is the beginning of the end for the Sith Empire.
Oh, don't get so
Will be the
too
dawn
excitable.
that breaks the night.
Our vessels are being prepped for the journey to Dromund Kaas. Long-range scanners will receive upgrades to detect the Emperor's fortress.
Building.
We'll pilot our individual starships to land in different docking bays.
Wait a second.
Multiple targets will divide the enemy's defenses.
Once we're inside the fortress, we'll each follow an assigned path through the security grid. We'll converge on the Emperor's throne room.
We'll capture the Sith leader, bring him to Typhon, and redeem him to the light side of the Force. A perfect victory.
A challenging goal.
Redeeming the Emperor? You're nothing if not ambitious, Master Braga.
Defeating the Sith through violence accomplishes nothing. We must embrace them as our own. It is the key to a lasting peace that will save countless lives.
You're not wrong.
Master Braga, we must speak before this plan goes any further. There are those among us who have raised concerns.
Are you among them? I can resolve their fears.
If anyone doubts our ability to do this, let them object. I'm sure we can dispel their doubts.
I've always considered your plan reckless, Master Braga. Now your former team member comes to me with a disturbing vision you chose to ignore.
Jomar, we discussed this. You should be in the Kolto baths. You still haven't recovered from your attack on Tatooine.
It was during those healing meditations that I saw a vision of this Jedi. He was falling to the dark side, becoming a Sith.
Nah, that wouldn't happen.
Nothing in this galaxy could make me join our enemies.
You will fall, and others with you. I saw it.
The future is forever in motion. Events that appear certain today are impossible tomorrow. Must I remind the Council that the Jedi do not pass judgments based solely on visions?
If you take him on this mission, it will fail. I should go instead.
I don't think you're ready. I'll go with the Council, though.
If Master Satil and the others agree with you, I'll step aside.
I've known this Jedi since he was Master Orgus's Padawan. He has saved lives across the galaxy. I do not doubt his loyalty.
Jomar, Master Caden, I appreciate your concerns, but I do not share them. I see no reason to delay Master Braga's mission.
Hooray!
Thank you, Master Satil. And you, Master Kawix.
No thanks are needed. With the Force as guide, I simply follow my conscience, nothing more.
No, this is wrong! I know what I saw!
Master Braga, I demand you reconsider. There's too much at stake here.
The time for debates is over. The hour of our victory approaches. My friends, we depart for the Emperor's fortress at once. We'll coordinate our assault once we're all inside. May the Force be with us.
Hooray! Oh no, more cutscene. Oh no, less cutscene. I'm confused. Okay, this is not... What about the crystal ball? What's this one? Where's this one? What if I click that? You know what? We're gonna go here. I love that there's a travel now button, because I was about to have to spend a couple minutes getting back to the ship and remembering how to get back to the ship. And why is the loading? There we go. So that's very good advice. I approve. Always remember to be nice to people, you know, especially in online environments where they're probably so used to not being treated nicely. Don't be that person that ruins the experience for somebody. Also, don't take all the blame onto yourself. As a League of Legends support player, I will vouch that it does terrible, terrible things to your self-esteem. Don't do it. Don't blame yourself when it's not your fault, even if everybody else is blaming you. Terrible, terrible things. Don't go there. Anyway, going this way. What? Floaty. Floaty-doo. Floaty-doo. I can click the floaty-doo. What's the floaty-doo? The floaty-doo does nothing. Oh. Floaty-doo does something. I don't know what's happening. I'm pointing.
Tonight on Inside Report, Dantooine, pastoral backwater of the Galactic Republic, peaceful way station, or tempting target for the galaxy's most bloodthirsty criminals.
Planet.
Frontline reports tell us that Nova Blade pirates have invaded Dantooine, putting the Republic war effort in jeopardy. What drew pirates to this little-known planet? Illicit spice smuggling? Alien enslavement happening behind the scenes? Let's consult our panel of commentators.
What? What are you, what? Okay, I guess that's confused. Holy mackerel, I'm here again. Okay. Oh no. Wait, hang on. Make sure that's not a flashbang. I hear very bloopy music. Not that I disapprove of it, it's just I wasn't expecting to hear random bloops. What? Oh, hi! Sir, you were not there a moment ago. I am having so many questions.
Wantahumpa.
There he is, the hero of the Republic. Or you will be once Corellia is free. I know you're fresh off the battlefield, but I have an urgent message from some Rands. Not surprised after your victory. Takes me back to my own fighting days. Well, no time for that now.
I'm Supreme Commander Rands of the Republic. It's an honor to speak with someone who's done so much to help the cause. I read the reports from Corellia. Very impressive. You single-handedly turned the tide of this war.
Did I?
The Republic already owes you a debt it can never repay. But I'm calling because we need your help again.
I thought the war wasn't over because I still got war to finish. Well, I'm confused.
Give me the mission and I'll get right on it.
As a Jedi, I'm sure you're familiar with the ice world of Ilum. It's one of the galaxy's primary sources of lightsaber crystals. The remnants of the Empire's forces have invaded Ilum en masse. We sent reinforcements, but they're getting overwhelmed.
Ilum's an unusual target.
If this is the Empire's last gasp, I would have expected them to strike at a more populated world.
Ilum's not your typical target. This is a raid, pure and simple. They're trying to strip the planet bare. The crystals on Ilum are unique, and the Empire has found a way to use them to amplify cloaking systems. With enough crystals, they could build an invisible armada, an entire fleet capable of striking any Republic world without warning.
Alright.
We're leaving for Ilum right now, Commander.
Please hurry. The Imperials are led by a man named Darth Arho. He's throwing everything they've got at us. We can't hold out much longer. Report to the Republic space station orbiting Ilum ASAP. A shuttle will take you down to the surface. We're using the Jedi Temple as a makeshift headquarters for our operations. Meet me there and I'll give you a full briefing. Rands out.
Star maps to Ilum, ready for your ship's nav system. Give those imps what you gave them on Corellia, and worse. A part of me is worried that this is actually something I shouldn't be doing yet and that it's like post-game content, but I have no idea and the game's not telling me. I love that I can click this button and just go. Has that always been a thing, or is that just for certain missions? Answers to secret questions. Oh, you mean two-factor security. I thought that was an in-game thing. Dark Sanctuary. Don't know who that is, but I'm on go this way. Jump. 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 Loading screen. I don't really get where that benefits the game, and you've just got to run down a hallway and go through another loading screen. Security key. Like, does that actually benefit the game in any way? I mean, like, narratively or anything, I don't know. I get this is supposed to be like a little, like a way station between your big ship and going to orbit, but...
Commander Rands is waiting for me at the Jedi Temple.
Just a literal hallway.
I bet he's not. Darth Arho's troops have taken over the temple. Commander Rands and the others barely made it out alive. Had to set up their command post in an unsecured field. You need to speak to Commander Rands. I can take you there. Get on board and hold tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
That's what they all say. You'll... Wow, that was the bumpiest ride ever, otherwise known as loading screen. I never did find the first Tauntaun nest. And yes, I know I have mail. I'm going to keep going this way, though. I'm sure I'll eventually just have to Google it. And it's just like... makes me sad when a game tries to do something, but it's ambiguous enough I have to go look it up. I mean, especially in a game like this where it should just be a little more upfront and be like, either mark them on the map or something. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's just in an area I'm going.
Good, you're here. As you can see, we need all the help we can get. Let me introduce our allies. Master Bowden of the Jedi, and Commanders Karawar, Giandar, and Yetjub.
The introductions are over. Now we strike back. We're taking the temple. No more retreat.
No, Karawar. The attack on the temple is to distract us from Darth Arho's true goal, just as the peace talks blinded us before the sacking of Coruscant.
Well, what's the plan, Commander?
If we don't hit them at the temple, then where do we strike?
The Imperials want Ilum's crystals. They're using deep miners to drill into the planet's core. The excavations leave massive sinkholes. The entire world's becoming unstable. If we don't stop them, Ilum could literally crack in two.
We'll engage the bulk of the Imperial forces while you go to the excavation sites and disable the deep miners.
After you've cleared each mine, call us and we'll send reinforcements in to hold the area.
Will you be safe here?
This base doesn't seem very secure. Maybe you and the other commanders should retreat to one of the ships in orbit.
We can't do that. The best place to oversee the efforts of our troops is right here on the surface.
Stopping the deep miners won't end this. Unless we locate the Imperial command post, they'll figure out another way to harvest Ilum's crystals.
Each mine must have a communications terminal to receive orders. We could locate the Imperial Command Center using data from outgoing transmissions.
Good idea. After you disable each deep miner, download the mine's terminal data log. Bring all the data to Agent Sam Bradburn at the Communications Center for analysis.
The fate of Ilum is in your hands. May the Force be with you.
Fair enough. I'm gonna walk out this door, and then walk out the next door. I like the little market, though. It's neat. It's nifty. Very prettily designed area. What's here? Why is that one yellow? Fine, I guess I'm too much of a peasant. I like that it has a different door color, though. Beautiful map, though. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.